Where is the legislator who will courageously rise up to protect every single preborn baby in our state? We are searching for Wilberforce. Representative Anthony Sabatini of District 32 is a Roman Catholic who is endorsed by Florida Right to Life. In the next couple of minutes, I will show you that Representative Sabatini, 1, knows we're living in the midst of a genocide, 2, knows he has the responsibility and power to bring an immediate end to this genocide in Florida, and 3, personally benefits from the spilled blood of innocent persons but refuses to grant them protection and justice. On his Facebook page, the representative said, "It's time to end the 50-year genocide of America's unborn." Since Sabatini took power, approximately 167,980 preborn babies have been murdered under his jurisdiction and by his permission. Sabatini is right about us living in the midst of a genocide. This is, by far, the greatest genocide of all time, already having taken the lives of over 60 million innocent persons across the country. Representative Sabatini knows he has the power to defy the federal government in order to do what is right. Concerning our Second Amendment right, he argues that states have the right to nullify federal law.
Nullifying unconstitutional federal laws is both legal and it's also the right thing to do. It's clear as day that a lot of the gun laws that are being debated now would totally infringe the Second Amendment. It could be decades before the Supreme Court makes its mind up. It's silly to sit around and wait for something you know is unconstitutional. It's time to stand up and fight back, and the methods that we need to use are the ones already being used by the left.
In light of the fact that we are in the midst of a genocide, it's plain evil to sit around and wait for the federal government to stop it. Why hasn't Representative Sabatini defied Roe v. Wade in order to criminalize this atrocity done to our youngest members of society? It's not a matter of he can't, this is a matter of he won't. Who is the federal government to forbid the protection of our children in Florida? Every argument made, whether by pro-abort or by pro-life lawmakers, for submitting to the Supreme Court's ungodly and unconstitutional decision in Roe v. Wade must be immediately discredited and dismissed. Florida abolitionists have approached Sabatini multiple times. He has been given 4 copies of our model legislation. At the Republican delegation in Lake County, 12 abolitionists gave compelling speeches for the total and immediate criminalization of this genocide. Sabatini refused to even discuss with them the abolition of abortion.
Nothing's
Why
committed.
not? Why won't you commit to fight for them?
There's a lot of different methods. Thanks.
Methods to do. There's only one method to abolish abortion, and that's to abolish
There's
it.
more than one method to do it. So
The pro-life movement isn't doing it.
all right, thanks guys. I appreciate it. Can you give me a little space so I can have another professional conversation? I appreciate it. Thank you.
He literally turned his back on our youngest, most fragile members of society. What were his actions following his icy response to abolition? He co-signed the pain-capable and heartbeat bills, which still leave babies unprotected and still leaves abortion legal. He, as is typical of pro-life leaders, delayed the abolition of abortion. In effect, he has permitted the continuation of this genocide. Sabatini fights hard to make Florida a sanctuary state for guns, but not for preborn persons. He defends those of us who can defend ourselves, but he refuses to defend those of us who can't. He has done nothing to stop this genocide, not even mentioning it on the floor of the House during his 2 terms as representative. However, he has and will personally benefit from pro-life votes of conservatives across his district because of his endorsement by Florida Right to Life. If he goes to Congress without having filed a bill of total abolition, he leaves with unfinished business and with the blood of our babies on his hands. As for us in our House of Representatives, we must obey the Lord. In the meantime, we're still looking for that man of principle who loves the Lord and, for God's glory, will not hold back from executing the wrath of God upon those who murder our little children.